Welcome, Taurus, to your August 2025 monthly forecast. You can see the transits listed. We're going to focus on Venus being conjunct with Jupiter in Cancer on August 12th, highlighting your love and relationships. So a wave of emotional abundance may nurture your sense of security and belonging. So practice self-care, any rituals that you do, a bath, any altars that you have, or just expressing heartfelt appreciation. Let's see what else we have going on for Taurus this month. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Okay, you may be having to decide here what your priorities are. You may have a lot on your plate at this time, and it may even feel like a little overwhelming or difficult for you to manage. So part of this process is for you to really understand like what is most important to you, or what are the priorities for you at this time. So if you are in that place where you are feeling a little overwhelmed here, and it may not be just about the things that you have to do, it may also be about any like limiting beliefs that you may have, or just any suffering that you feel like you are experiencing at this time. So it could be related to like relationships or finances, or just a lot just overwhelming you at this time. Just even things that are going on in the external environment, just with the world today. You know, you have a lot on your plate, mentally as well as physically in the 3D here, that you are working to balance. Let's see what else. So we do have the Two of Cups. So there is opportunity here for you to connect more deeply with your partner and in relationships that you do have at this time. So this can also be you connecting more deeply with yourself as well. So really working on managing the ego, and as a way to do that, like I said, you have a lot going on, a lot on your plate. So maybe it is about you prioritizing things, even if you have to prioritize, you know, what you're going to feel at this point in time, because there's so many different areas, situations, circumstances that you can put your emotions into and that you can focus on. So it may even be like that is something that would be helpful to you to really just look at what you're putting your time and energy towards, and minimizing that in any way that you can. That's going to help you to maintain a regulated emotional state. Let's see what else we have here for love. We have self-love coming in. I love that. We also have caution. So why do we have caution showing up here? So the Queen of Wands. Okay. All right. So you may find that you do struggle a little bit with your identity, with your self-worth, your self-value, just knowing and trusting what it is that you deserve. I even mentioned earlier the limiting beliefs, so we already saw that come out, and I feel like this could be connected with that in some way, because this is really speaking to your passions and you feeling good and feeling like you love yourself, you know, at this time, and just experiencing that unconditional loving state and environment. So what else do we have here? The Ace of Pentacles. Wonderful. So you may also be like looking for opportunities to come your way and desiring opportunities to come. Okay, I had to cut there. We had a little bit of distractions going on with the dog. But, you know, you may also be feeling like any opportunities that are coming your way, you may be worried a little bit about how you feel like that's going to turn out, and if you feel like you're strong enough, you're courageous enough, you're brave enough to handle what comes your way. And this could also be just as it relates to relationships. So you may have the opportunity to advance the relationship in some way, or you may just be looking at how do you open yourself up to connect with others at this point in time. So you definitely, I feel like any opportunity that does come your way, you are being very careful about that because you have a particular mental state, emotional state that you're trying to regulate, and you're trying to keep yourself in that positive frequency or on a higher frequency. And so you don't necessarily want anything that's really going to come your way and counteract that. So you want someone coming into your space and into your energy that's going to help to uplift you, even though that is your responsibility and you are taking accountorship and ownership over that. But this is part of that process by saying like, hey, I love myself unconditionally. And in order for you to be in my energy, in order for you to experience all that is me, you must also love yourself unconditionally. And you must also be, working on continuing to raise your frequency and vibration. Okay. So I do want to, since we do have opportunity coming in towards you, if you are desiring love and you're not in a relationship, I do want to just get a couple, this is a lot, but we'll take it just to see, what this person might be like that does come towards you. Okay, so they are passionate, witty, funny, faithful. We love that. Eloquent. Interesting. Oh, they may be Caucasian or have European ancestry. They may be a Sagittarius, or they may have physical attributes of a Sagittarius, as far as being like maybe tall, active, and energetic, expressive and animated. They may be voluptuous. They may have nice hips, body, like nice body shape that's appealing to you. We have, what else? They may also be like just a teddy bear. I think that's so cute to have that there. So they may be like a sweetheart. They're also cheery and bright. They may be a brunette. They may be a homebody as well, because, that would align with who we are, Tauruses, because we do love a luxurious, comforting home environment. And they are loyal. And we had faithful and loyal come out. So, that is amazing there. So you have that confirmation of like, yeah, this person is down for you. They have your back here, and they are going to be supportive to you. We also have merciful here. So I feel like this is, to me, I'm hearing that this person is spiritual. And if they're maybe not as spiritually advanced as you are, then they are open to learning and they are open to expanding their mind in that way. And then you may also find that this person is actually more spiritual than you, or they may have advanced further along that path. So they may be teaching you things as well. All right, so let's look at some potential obstacles that you may experience this month. Okay, so we do have justice, and to me, this is about just the entire situation in the world as it is today. So this may come up in your relationships. You may have some things that you are working through. You have a little contrast or challenges that come up, or obstacles that do come up, where you may feel like you've gotten slighted in some way, or you may feel like you're compromising, or you may feel like you are getting the short end of the stick in some particular situation or circumstance. And this could also be externally, just seeing how you may be treated in your external environment in some way, and you just may be feeling like, okay, this isn't necessarily, things aren't happening in the fairest way at this point in time. But if you're taking the approach of how do I reframe this and what can I do? How am I going to respond to this? I can respond in a way that is not helpful to the situation, or I can respond in a way that is helpful, that allows me to learn and to grow and to continue to progress and to continue to shine my light very brightly in spite of any injustices or anything that is happening to me. So again, it is really about how you're viewing the situation and then the reaction that you do have. So what else may come up for Taurus? We have the 7 of Cups. Okay, so there may be a lot of options that are coming your way. And so I see here that you may also be planning something here. So if it is you planning to take the next steps in your partnership or relationship, or as we said, like maybe opening yourself up to dating or connecting with others, you may have a lot of options that come towards you. So in any way that you're viewing this, you have options. You have a lot of different avenues and paths that you can go down. And of course, not all of them are going to be most advantageous to you or the most beneficial for you. So this is really about you connecting with your intuition and connecting with your higher self and source and your guides, and really working through and taking your time to process things and understand how they make you feel, and visualizing those things, the potential outcomes, because we know that you can't control the outcome, but you can, think in your mind, what is this going to look like? How is this going to make me feel when I've accomplished these things, or when I'm at this place in my relationship? What does that look like? And you can decide from that point, if that's a path that you may want to pursue or go down. Okay. And we do also have the Ace of Cups here as well. So like I said, I do feel like you have many options coming to you, and this is kind of connecting with those of you that may not be in a partnership. So you will need to decide like who has your best interest in mind, and who is, really aligned with where you are as your authentic self at this point in time. So anyone that's not aligned with that, then that is a clear indicator for you that, this may not be the path for you. There is no wrong decision. There is no wrong answer. You can go down that path if you want to. If you decide to do that, there's free will. It's not a wrong choice. Just know that you may have more lessons that you're learning as a result of that. Okay, so let's move to underlying issues, worries. Okay, so you may be worrying about whether you're utilizing your intuition well enough, and you may also be working to strengthen it. So that we'll get some guidance and messages for that, but I am hearing that this is about you like continuing to work on strengthening your intuition, so that there is no doubt at all in your mind. When you think of something, you connect with your intuition. How does it make you feel? You will recognize the signs with your intuition. For instance, if, when you think about something and you get a particular like pit in your stomach, or a particular feeling in your stomach, when you're thinking about a particular path, but then you think about the opposite of that, or a different path you can take in that situation or scenario, and, you feel light and airy and free. So those are the indicators to you from your intuition. Okay, choosing this path is probably not the best for me, but choosing this path makes me feel light and airy and fulfilled, so I'm going to go down this path. So that's when I say like you are working to strengthen that understanding of who you are and your intuition and those messages that you're receiving. So let's look at your beliefs here. Six of Swords. Okay, so I do believe that you are feeling strong and capable, and like you are able to persevere through anything that does come your way. For some of you, you may have so let me think how to explain this, because I don't want to say it the way that I'm hearing it, but I feel like some of you may feel like you may come to find that there is more that you can learn about resolving conflicts and working through situations here. So, for instance, you may think like, oh, you know what? Well, this happened and I've dealt with that before in relationships and I know how to handle that. But you're going to find now that if that same thing comes up, that you may be humbled in a way. You may try to do it the same way you've done it before, and that not work out, or that not work out to the extent that you thought it would. So you have this opportunity to learn from that and to say like, oh, okay, well, maybe let's try something different. Or midstream, you may decide to take another path and experiment in a different way, test out a different theory, if you will, and you'll find that, wow, you know what? Yeah, I don't know everything. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to come for you, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of times, because I am a Taurus, we think like, okay, been there, we've done, this is how I'm going to handle that. And then you find that in this particular instance, at least, I feel like you may find that, you know what? Yeah, maybe I could be a little more open. I could be a little more compassionate. I could be a little more flexible here. And you'll shift your response to a different direction that's actually going to work for you. Okay. All right, let's look at your approach here. We have the Nine of Wands. Okay, and it's really going to be important for you to allow yourself to be open and flexible, and really try your best not to just prejudge situations and individuals and things. Just allow yourself to be flexible and open and try something new. If this is what you want, if this is what you're desiring, then try something different. Try something new with it, because it's like you've been trying things. Like I said, like if it's the same thing is happening, or something similar has happened in this instance, you're going to be like, okay, yeah, I know how to do this, but you're really being guided to keep trying and experiment and try something new here. We also have the Eight of Cups. We also have you finding things that fulfill you here. So you desiring more fulfillment and more love here out of the options that you do have. And you'll have to decide if this situation or circumstance or scenario is aligned with the path. If not, you absolutely need to walk towards what fulfills you, what's going to make you have a better emotional state. And we have guidance here with the Hanged Man. All right, so also it's going to be important for you to take those moments where you're able to seek clarity, you're able to seek solace and have peace, and do your breathing exercises, do any other self-care practices, get your meditations in, drink your water, stay hydrated, reinvigorate that health routine, health and wellness routine, whatever those activities are that help you to replenish yourself, body, mind, and soul, and help you to keep a healthier mental state and physical state is what you're being guided to do. And this is something that is divinely guided here. So if you're not taking those moments for yourself, the universe will construct reality in a way that forces you to do that. Okay, so definitely take it upon yourself, take that initiative, and be proactive with getting your self-care practices in. We do have the Lovers here, so that's so wonderful. So there is opportunity here for you to work through any obstacles that do come up, any challenges that do come your way, and also spread a little more unconditional love here. So that could be something that as you start to think about different options and different ways that you can resolve issues, just coming into the experience, being open, being adaptable, being willing to listen to your partner and maybe experiment and try some things and ideas that they may have, and just see how it ends up, see how it works out, and you can always course correct and adjust along the way. Let's see what else. And we have the Three of Wands. The plan is here. Yeah, you can adjust, you can experiment. You may also decide that throughout this situation here, we're saying there's options available to you, and it is important for you to take a moment, breathe, get yourself in a relaxed state where you can think through these things and you can listen and hear the messages that you are receiving that are coming down to you. You can also pay attention for those signs and synchronicities that may be happening. Those are messages being sent to you, by source, and just look at what in the present moment you plan to do here and evaluate that, because there may be some adjustments here that you can make in the present moment that you'll find when you're relaxed, when you're in that place where you are emotionally regulated and you can look at things from an objective standpoint and viewpoint. You may find that you do want to shift and adjust, and that is where I'm hearing you're going to find those amazing ideas and that inspiration for how you want to take your next steps. Okay, so let's get a couple messages here. Let go. I mean, really let go. There's something better on the horizon. Wonderful. So whoever needs to hear that, that is also an option here. We have new chapters require a new version of you. I love that. And rejection is for your protection. Wonderful. So we know that you are being divinely guided here, and anything that goes away is because it is not for your highest good. It is no longer benefiting you, and it's opening up the door. It's opening up a new chapter for more blessings and more abundance to come your way. And we have power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. So someone definitely needs to hear this, because we do have a couple messages here of you needing to walk towards what is fulfilling to you. So you may know right now what you're doing or the situation you're in is not as fulfilling for you. So only you will know that, and only you can make the choice that is best for you. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So that is another great message here that I feel like someone definitely needs to hear, because, we as Tauruses, we do try to, shape the outcome as best we can here. But in actuality, you will understand that essentially life flows through you and brings you experiences that you've designed for yourself, and it really is about you understanding what it is that you're supposed to learn from those experiences, and then use that as information, as data, for you processing how you want to move forward here. All right, Taurus, so those are the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great month.